Good morning, afternoon, or good day, good night. I don't know when you're watching this, but thank you so much for tuning in to Paris Brianna YouTube channel. I'm Paris Brianna. Welcome to the Gleam team. And today we're going to get into the D word. So I just looked this up on the internet, and this is how you say D in sign language. So today, I know we went over the C word. Now we back with the D word. We might go through the alphabet, but just wanted to say thank y'all so much for tuning in. So yeah, my name's Paris Brianna. As I said, we're gonna get into this video. I know y'all trying to figure out what's the D word, but first things first, we're gonna get into this topic, and this is an anticipated topic. Like, I've been waiting for weeks and I just didn't know how to come up with this video. Like, I didn't know where to begin. So we begin with life, and then you have to go through death. So this is a cringy word as well. Just like cancer is a cringy word, death is a cringy word. This is a word that we do not talk about. So I think what we need to do as people, as human beings, is talk about death, because it's going to happen to everyone. We came in this world, we got to leave this world. And that's just the fact of the matter. I mean, whatever you believe happens, when death happens, then so be it. But there's no life without this body, this physical body that we're in right now, this presence, dying. We die to our flesh. Okay, so with that being said, I want to talk about I think the second to last video I posted talked about my mother's transition. So I actually don't like the word death. And I'm going to tell y'all about some stigmas that came up once my mom transitioned, and I noticed different things. So it kind of go into grieving too, but I'm going to stay on the topic. The topic is death for today. So, this been out the whole time. Okay, so to start with death, the first time I was made aware of, just thinking about death, my sister took a class in college. It was like death and dying. And she just was talking about how great this class was. So while I was in school, I actually took the initiative to take the psychology of death and dying after I heard how great her experience was. And I met some really good people. So the way my class was set up was I went to different religions. So like I went to Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, Catholic. I went to all these different religions and got an idea of how they perceive death and what their practices was once somebody transitions on to the next whatever. And I'm so thankful that I was able to do it, because you don't experience that. So what we did was we took different religion and different cultures. You get a lot of outlook on what it is that you do, and you need to understand why you do it. And for me, it was just very touching, because if you don't know, I grew up in a blended family. And then on top of that, after my mother got married, her husband went on and stepped into a different religion. So I was in a household with two different religions. Honestly, they kind of were under the Christian term, because they both believed in Jesus Christ, but the religions were so different, or it was to be perceived that they were so different, that it was a lot of conflict. Trying to say easy, but no, that's the true term. It was a lot of conflict because of being equally yoked. I actually recorded a video on this and I have not posted it yet. Probably because this video needs to come first. But anyways, yes. So I had taken a class called The Psychology of Death and Dying. And once I took this course, my mind was just like it opened to understand a lot of different things. And I was able, I'm a nerd, y'all. If you don't know, I'm a nerd. Like, I love school. Like, the first day of school is like Christmas to me. Like, I cannot sleep I'm so excited to just learn. But with this class, what I do is when I take classes, I'm always telling people about the information that I learned. So I took it upon myself, like, these are conversations that we need to have. What do you want to happen when you die? So after taking this course, I was like, I know how Black people do it, but no, I don't. I think it's so weird that we go view the body. Like, yeah, you get to say your last goodbye, but since that class, I always was just like, and before that, I stopped going to see people. Anyways, is this right? I hope so. Okay, before I even taken the course, the last few people in my family that had transitioned, I wouldn't go up to see the body because I heard something, that's the last memory that you have of them. So I always wanted the last memory to be joyful. Although with my mother, it was different. At her funeral, I did go see because it's my mom. It's my mom. I had to see my mom. Like, I didn't want to feel that empty hole of, oh, I didn't get to see her. So yeah, I took a course, and once I took that course, I was like, went home, I'm like, I don't want nobody coming to view my body. Y'all can put a cute picture up there of me, cremate me, because y'all gonna save some money. Like, you don't have to do the whole burial. I don't need no casket. I don't need that. Y'all can, like, have a party for me. Seriously, like that song Janae Aiko and all them wrote. I can't think of the words with the beat there. When I'm gone. Hey. But anyways, yeah, like, I want it to be a celebration. Like we say, yeah, the celebration is a homegoing, but there's too much pain and sorrow that go with it. So I went home and I'm like, hey, what do you want to do? How do you want to do it? Like, I'm asking people, because I never thought about these things. It's the first time I heard of DNR, like donating. Well, I knew about donating your organs because they try to get you to do that on your license. Don't do it by people. Anyways, yeah. Like, I learned all these different things. Like, they had us doing like book work, like how to write your will. Do you want to be DNR, or I can't think of any other terms, but they had us going through stuff to write it out, like to actually just give us the idea of what we should do or what we will want to happen if we did pass on. When it came time for my mom's transition, I was not expecting it. Like, if y'all would have seen the miracles that was there, and I'll get into them in a different video, but my mom did so much and I seen so much change. I just did not think it was gonna happen. Like, I didn't think that she would transition. I mean, and that's a part of it that helped me get through it too. My mom talked to me, even though I didn't think, her time was anytime soon. She talked to me. So one of the main things that keep me going, that, lets me know that she's all right, is the things she's done while she was here. Years before, she made up a song, "Come on, walk on the water with me, you will not fail." She said, I'm walking on the water with Jesus. So every day we had prayers to lift her up. We changed the way we ate. Like, we fasted. It was just, the spirit was there. The presence of the Lord was there. Like, it was undeniable. I believed in what my mom believed. I don't even know how to go into stuff, because some of y'all won't even believe the things that I've seen through her experience. I'm telling you, like, I woke up in the middle of the night and she was talking to God. Not saying I can see God, but I know she was talking to God because I seen her. She's looking him in the face. It's like she zoned out and was praying and talking. And I look at her and I'm like, Mom. And then it's like, don't even interrupt it, because she having a spiritual moment. Like, I'm in a room and you walk into the room and it's just like so peaceful. Okay, so one thing that I do want to mention is have these conversations. If I didn't realize that we all had to go on, and I think that's something that keep us stuck. Like, we miss people. Yes, we love them. They were here. They were part of our life. And we have to now live another life without them here physically. We can't touch them anymore. We can't hug them anymore. We can't kiss them anymore. Their physical being isn't here. But I do believe that spirit is. I see my mother in so many things that I do, things that I say, that I hear. When I look around, I see her everywhere. Like, I don't know if y'all can see it, but my table back there, that's Yogi right there. That's my mom. Like, growing up, she had these pillars and glass tables behind the chair, and I'm not a creative person. That's why it's always happy birthday, y'all, because I'm trying to live my best life, but I don't have that creative ability and spirit that she had. But I had this glass table and somebody stole the legs, y'all. Somebody stole the legs. So I just been toting around this big, heavy glass table and like looking for a base. Bases cost more than the actual table. And I thought of my mom one day and I went and got me some pillars and I was like, boom, I got me a dining room table. Thank you, Mom. You know, because that was her. So I think a lot of it is, one, we need to open up and have the conversation and understand that we all in this physical presence is going to die or have death. You know, like, death is not always around, but we all have to transition. So open up and have that conversation with your loved ones about what it is that you want to happen and that they want to happen, and just have these conversations. Get the paperwork lined out. Don't wait until the last minute and start trying to scramble or, you know, whatever it is. And then that's why a lot of hurt. I think if you have it planned out, it won't hurt as bad. We didn't have anything planned out for my mom because I wasn't expecting it. Like, even though I had the classes and we was talking about it years before, if she planned stuff, she talked to us what she talked to us about. We did what she said, what we could do. We did what we could do that she said. We knew what some of the stuff that she wanted. If it was in our power and our will, her children did what they could. There was a lot of, like I said, conflict because of the different religions. We didn't have a lot of say-so because she was married. So my mom's funeral was actually the worst funeral I've ever been to in my life. But that's a story for another time. But that's the thing. You need to have this stuff planned out and have it written. So when I say have it planned out, make sure you have this stuff written down somewhere. Go get it legally notarized or whatever you have to do with these documents for it to go the way that you want it to go. And for some people, it's like, I really don't care about that. But the people that you love probably do. And that may save them the grief. I mean, people grieve at different times in different ways, but it may help. That's all I'm saying. I feel like everybody should have a conversation about death, and what's tied with it. So, and then I don't want to say being sensitive, being aware that other people view it differently. Like, once my mother transitioned, and I say transition because I don't believe, like, when people start coming to me, I'm sorry for your loss, I realized I was halfway offended. Like, what did I lose? My mom didn't lose. Oh, she lost her battle with cancer. No, she did not. She didn't. Because my mother believed she went to heaven. I believe my mother went to heaven with all my heart. If there's a heaven, she's there. Like, y'all can't tell me no different. So what did we lose? So when people be like, oh, I'm sorry, oh, don't be. Like, and it's not even like like what I just did. It's just like, oh, I'm so sorry for you. And people be genuine. And I'm like, oh, no need for the sorries, or no need to be sorry. Like, because I'm really trying to clarify. My mom didn't lose. I didn't lose. Nobody lost. And then death, she died. I don't think I believe in death. Like, I said her spirit is still here. She's all around me. Yeah, your body has to, you know, be one with dirt again, but I don't believe there's a death. I just don't like the term because it's kind of, I don't want to say negative, but it's kind of like she lost. Death, oh, she died. My mom didn't die and she didn't lose. That's it. Because if you go to heaven, how are you dying? I just think it's a oxymoron. It's a contradiction. Because if heaven is the greater place, then how you dead? You know, like I don't know. Maybe it's just my thought process. But I just wanted to make this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the content. Like, comment, and subscribe again, as I said. And yeah, let me show y'all my fit. Because I'm looking cute today. Yes. I put this on, y'all, because I wanted to look good for that video. Yeah, have a blessed day. Bye.